Hello everyone, this is Serenis here, back with another awesome Halo 5 video for you guys today. As promised guys, more of the high tier Onyx to champion level Team Slayer gameplays. I'm really excited in this gameplay today to deliver to you guys a gameplay matching up against one of my favourite players actually, Jimbo. And I'm just so excited to bring you two games against this legend. So for those of you who don't know Jimbo, I will give the background in a moment. But to sum it up, he is, in my mind, the best player in Europe overall of all time. He's just such a great player individually, and such a well-rounded player. And I've really enjoyed watching him play from mostly from his streaming in MCC to Halo 5. And, you know, he's just such a great player. And, you know, I really respect him as sort of the head of European Halo. And the reason I see him still as the head of European Halo, even though in the Pro League he's sort of been dethroned by Respectful's team U4X, I still feel that Jimbo is number one because, you know, in Halo World Championships, Jimbo was really the representative, the first person of Europe to actually show off his skills. And, you know, when they went to compete in the Halo World Championships, Epsilon just looked so strong. And, you know, to even take the series off Renegades and to put up such an impressive fight against CLG was just very impressive. And I think Jimbo definitely showed that, you know, Europeans can hold their own in Halo. And for that reason alone, I really respect him as a player. And, you know, it's just so exciting to actually match up against him here twice with my team. So Complexity team. Who I'll give shout outs to later on. I just want to give Jimbo some spotlight in this game, seeing as he's the one I'm playing against. But yeah, definitely just so exciting to match Jimbo twice on this day. And after the first game actually, because we before the next game started up, which is you know, the next one to be uploaded, it was right after this game, so the matches were back to back. But after this first game where we won the match, I subbed to Jimbo directly after to show my support because I just really respect him as a player. And you know, just really exciting to match up against him here. And obviously, you know, it's a very different story if he was bringing in his full X-Men roster here. And I think if we brought in our best Complexity team, it would be a better match also. But in this gameplay, you're just seeing us going up against Jimbo with some decent players on his team still. I mean, he's got Jestaz on there, who was pretty good European player as well. He plays with Helio and Fable and those guys. So, you know, he's not a bad player. Also, Duzt is pretty good at matchmaking as well. So, I mean, his team was fairly decent that we matched up against in this video. And my team, I've got in no particular order, my besties are going alphabetical. So, Justin on bhoupslilbro, Lewis on Mythic XIX, and Ryan, one of my best friends, probably my best friend actually on the, you know, on the online. But yeah, Ryan on Snipey, leader of Complexity, and you know, like a brother to me over the game. So you know, just such a great team to match up against Jimbo with. And you know, I have confidence in my team, and you know, I enjoy playing in this team because these guys are all like my best friends in Complexity. So you know, it's really nice to get this match up with them as well. So I'm really excited to get that, so it's all good stuff. But when I played the full X-Men roster, because I have played the full X-Men roster in Slayer, it was a very different story, and we got the team I was playing with, we got absolutely roasted. So I would like to rematch X-Men, definitely again in Team Slayer, but it would have to be a different map for me because it was on Eden TS, and it's not my best map for Team Slayer, if I'm honest, and it went horribly wrong. So I would definitely like to rematch Jimbo with his full roster. Whether I will remains to be seen. But I would definitely like to play that team again on a better map for us, and you know, we could potentially you know, clutch the win on them. I hope we do if we play them again. So I would definitely try, but it will be very hard because his full X-Men roster, which I'll come on to a bit because I think there's going to be a stream cut momentarily, so I will get off screen for that because it's an individual play that I do. I just thought it was quite funny. And I have more stream cuts on the next gameplay, but I will discuss that more on the next one, obviously. But I'll just get off screen for now, guys.
Rockets in 10.
I saw all the stuff with you and Moose last night. I wanted to pipe in, but I just felt like it was another argument where, like, both people are going to keep on arguing until like they get bored. It wasn't ever going to be like someone's going to come out on top in the argument. Because end of the day, Mo's tanked the shot.
So it's always nice to get a cheeky little ground pound on Jimbo on stream, but I thought it was quite funny, but here we see it from my POV, but that was pretty amusing. I can't remember what I was saying before I went cut off, guys, but you know, it's just really exciting to match up against Jimbo twice on this day of games, like I said, and you know, the utmost respect and everything. But when we knew we got the match against Jimbo, I said we're just gonna have to play, you know, like really good setup, and you know, because he's such a smart player as well, we had to make sure we did a point of calling him out as well, so that we didn't get flustered by his skills. I'd say in the 2 games that we played, this is my lesser game, the Pegasus one actually, because we played him on Pegasus and we played him on Plaza. And Plaza I actually play a lot better on, because I feel I'm much better at the map. Pegasus, it's a bit of a toss-up really, because I think that our team knows how to play it well, like in terms of like holding red to table side of the map, which is what you have to do if you play this map in Slayer. But I mean, at the start we didn't have the best initial opening rush. I mean, I wanted to get the rockets, and I think Justin wanted it as well, and just beat me with a thruster, which you know, I was a little bit annoyed about the time, if I'm honest, because I was closest to the rockets, but you know, it doesn't bother me who has the weapons in that sense, but I would have liked to have had them. It annoyed me a bit more because Justin died of it in the beginning, like not calling him out, but it's just irritating having a power weapon poached off you and then the person dies with it. So I think when you're playing with your team, you have to sort of, you know, agree who's should, you know, be taking snipe or something like that on the team. You know, that should be called out in advance, because obviously there are better snipers on your team, and those people should use the weapon primarily. But I think you should have faith in your teammates that they can use the power weapons as well. And especially if you're playing a game with them, you should give them that opportunity. So that's definitely something I would say about power weapons. With sniping it's slightly different, because you know, with the sniping, you know, you definitely want to have your best person doing that, and I agree that, you know, that should definitely be the case. But I think that with other power weapons you should share the load of it with your teammates. That's one thing I wanted to comment on there. So at this point, guys, you know, as you can see, that this has been a really good teammate with a power weapon control right here. So I knew that I wasn't going to survive with the snipe, but we really needed that because we had a red setup, and you know, I could see that all of Jimbo's team that he got matched up with here, I could see that they were all looking at it. So the first thing I do is think to grab it and to thrust it to my teammate, who happens to be Justin. So you know, just showing that, you know, you have to be a good teammate by passing off weapons to your team as well. You got to do things for the team, what's best for the team generally. So plays like that are really efficient, and you know, you have to share the load with your teammates. So that enabled us to get a bit more of a setup, and obviously a player as skilled as Justin is going to use those weapons, so that was a really nice play. At this point, just looking to stay alive. Unfortunately I couldn't really do it, had a bit of a bad spawn there, so I'm going to be taken out, but just looking to regain control back with my team, you know, just looking to get back with them really, because at this point we just have to sort of work together and just hold, you know, play pretty nerdy at the end here, because the game's getting quite tight, so we just have to work together to get those final initial kills. So at this point, just looking to stay alive wherever I can, and you know, try and make it you know, possible for my teammates to win this game. At this point, you know, making a really nice play here to just hide away with the assault rifle and Magnum combo, but I think that right there I should have whipped out my pistol rather than my assault rifle there, because that guy was backing up, and you know, I should have had faith in my pistol that I would have hit those shots, and you know, that's definitely something I should have done there. So a little bit of a disappointing play, but luckily my team is still you know, able to hold on, and at this point, yeah, I'm just trying to help Lewis here because Jimbo's pushing him in with a teammate. So at this point, that's a really huge kill on Jimbo, and I made a point of shooting him first here with Lewis, because Jimbo was the most aggressive player on their team, and by taking him out there on this final part of the game, putting him out of the game for a second made it a lot easier for me to kill his teammates, because you know, having Jimbo alive is always going to cause you problems, because he is, you know, in my opinion, the king of European Halo. So I really enjoyed matching up against Jimbo, guys, in this gameplay, and I will bring the next game to you on my next upload, and I really look forward to that one as well. This was Serenity's guys here, first match against Jimbo, and I will see you next time for the next video. Bye guys.